see me keep looking over my shoulder. I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. What the hell? Oh, shit all over my rip with the jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, gentlemen, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon, it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Wait a minute. The Nets bit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
That's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.
We back for another night of our sports show. Let's bring in the Diabolical Head. I think he's the only one who's returning from yesterday. It's a long 4-hour show. Man.
They quit.
So, yeah, I think Nasty, we're not gonna see Nasty anymore.
I don't think I think he's in the woods for good.
You know why? You remember, like, if you watched the show last night, Nasty predicted that Will Levis was coming to the Saints as a shot to the Saints. And guess who Will Levis went to? His beloved Tennessee Titans traded up to get Will Levis. So if you saw last night's show, that's the last that you're going to see of Nasty on the show, because he's not coming back after putting his foot in his mouth.
We're going to have a ceremony.
He definitely put his foot in his mouth big time. But, you know, Will Levis, he went early in the second round. So, hey, good for him. He didn't have to wait that long this time. How do you like your pick from today? I know y'all got the center for Wisconsin.
I mean, he's going to be a project, which is good because I think we signed our center from last year, McGovern, to a 1-year deal, so he can sit and watch and learn. You know, you got to give it to Wisconsin. Wisconsin have some big boys out there.
Yeah, we got a Wisconsin right tackle, all pro Ryan Ramczyk. So shoot, if you want a offensive lineman, you go to Wisconsin. But I like our pick of Isaiah Forsky. Man, I mean, you know, he gets a lot of sacks. So it's like a lot of Saints fans were mad about the pick last night, but you know, I'm like, we need a D-line. D-line was a problem for the Saints. Now that we addressed the D-line on 2 picks, I just hope in the 3rd round we start addressing the offense, like another wide receiver, or hell, we're gonna need a running back because Alvin Kamara is going to be suspended for like at least 6 games.
Yeah, but you can find anybody to do the job. You know what I'm saying? There's so many running backs out there. You know, hey,
a couple good ones came over and off the board. Zach Charbonnet went to the Seahawks. The Seahawks are loading up. They just, you know what? We're just gonna help Geno Smith out. And,
because they were close. You know what I'm saying? They were only a couple of games away from doing something.
Izzy's team just drafted a center too, so like we're getting to the end of round 2, so they still have some good players out there. Still got Heaton Hooker out there, Darnell Washington, Jalen Hyatt, Ringo is still out there. They still have a lot of great players out there.
They do the second and third today?
Yeah, they do both today.
Because it goes down to like a minute, right? A minute in between.
It goes, so it went from 10 to 7 minutes, and the next round gonna be 5 minutes.
All right.
See, they rolling with it. They're not doing like last night, pausing, waiting for stuff to happen. But hey, so far, you know, this team is knocking it out the park. And it started just the Eagles. The Eagles and the Texans are still my biggest winners.
Yes.
Yes. The Eagles, you know, they traded up a spot to get probably, they say, the best defensive tackle in the draft, but we had to see what his work ethic do. But them getting your boy at 30, man, that's tough. That's tough. You know, you look at it, getting Nolan Smith at 30. That's just an embarrassment of riches.
Yo, and I'll tell you right now, if the rumor is true, and what's his name from Tennessee ends up running the ball for the Eagles,
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, if Derrick Henry is if that rumor is the truth, that they're just working out numbers, the Eagles are going to be rugged.
The Eagles might win the championship. They might win the championship if Derrick Henry come there. And I'm a Saints fan, a big Saints fan. There ain't no stopping that offense.
Not if Derrick Henry's running.
They're gonna have two legit receivers. They have a legit tight end. All they're missing is a running back. They got a legit quarterback. They're good at every level.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. They'll dominate the NFC East for a couple of years at least, as long as everybody stays healthy.
Yeah. So with the draft, you know, it's long before we can find out who really doing it. But like I said last night, the Texans did the damn thing. They got the best quarterback in my eyes. C.J. Stroud is the best quarterback in that draft. And they got the best defender, a lot of people saying, Will Anderson in this draft. So the Texans did their thing, and the Eagles, of course, did theirs. And I feel good for Joey Porter's son going to the Steelers. You know, that it only been better if his dad would have been the one announcing the name. But,
yeah, that would have been nice.
But I'm happy that Joey Porter Jr. is following in his dad's footsteps. Like I'm happy. I wouldn't say undefeated because that's too hard to do that in a. You know, you got to win 17 games. It's not like when the Dolphins did it with 12. You know, the Dolphins plus the 2 playoff games, that's 14. So the Dolphins 72 team only went 14-0. That's too hard, and injuries, and you know.
Yeah, injuries.
I wouldn't say undefeated, but they wouldn't lose many games. They wouldn't lose no more than 3 or 4 games. I'll tell you that.
Well, you think they have to play everybody in their division once. So right there, they're going to be what, 8-0?
They got to play each other.
I mean, yeah, twice.
Twice.
So they're going to be 8-0 right there.
Well, that's hard to say because Dallas has a good team too. So it's like, you know, division games are tricky. They always play each other's tight. But then they have a first place schedule. So then now, because they went to the Super Bowl, they got a first place schedule. So now they have to play first place teams. So the schedule is actually hard. So yeah, I wouldn't say
you got everything on your offense as long as your offensive line can block. You have an elite running back. You have two credible wide receivers. You have a credible tight end. There could be noise made.
Yeah, that'll be a tough team to beat in the playoffs. I wouldn't know undefeated. That'll be hard. You know, it was hard for the Patriots. The Patriots went undefeated in the regular season. And then, put the Super Bowl, they lost.
Yep.
It's hard to win all those games. It's hard. I don't think we'll never see an undefeated team because it's hard to win 17 regular season games. And then you have to win 3? Yeah, division, conference, and Super Bowl. You have to win. You got to win 20 games to go undefeated, bro. That's 20 games. Like, you know how hard that is to win 20 straight football games. Like, I don't know, undefeated, but they will be damn. They'll be in the driver's seat. Yeah, so I know y'all needed an offensive lineman. Look like New York getting the meat and potatoes this draft. Now y'all got 2 centers.
Definitely, you have to, like I say, you win the games with your offense and your defensive line. So if you got a shitty offense or defensive line, you're not doing nothing. Or your quarterback is hurt. You know what I'm saying? So you have to protect your quarterback and open holes to win in the NFL. Yeah, you need defense. Defenses always can dictate the game, but you still need an offensive line to make sure that your all-stars don't get killed.
Thanks. And I like that what my Saints did with the defensive line. Hey, we need to get some more stops. So
you need stops in the pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not making that quarterback work, he's gonna pick your ass apart.
Facts. People don't understand. Those linemen are hitting every draft. Every play. If you playing offensive, defensive line, you're getting hit every play.
Yep.
And the game is won in the trenches. It's not run, with flashy picks. So that's why I'm mad at a couple Saints fans. Like, they wanted Nolan Smith. I'm like, it'd have been cool to have Nolan Smith, but he doesn't fit our scheme. He's more of a 3-4. The more I saw looking at it, he's small. He can't play DN. And then he getting washed on a running play and somebody breaks it 70 yards.
Yeah.
You could be a great pass rusher, but you got to be more than a one-trick pony.
You better be if you're a great pass rusher, you better tackle well. You better read the offense better. That's why I'm not going to sit here and complain about our first pick, but where are they going to play him? They say he's a defensive end, but they announced him as a linebacker. So are we going to have a new you know what I'm saying? Are we going to have a new outside linebacker, or are we having a defensive end that's going to probably take that this next year and learn from all those veterans we had?
Well, from what I listened to on NFL Network, he's a hybrid. So he could either be a linebacker or they could put his hands in the dirt. Which means he's versatile. He's versatile.
He needs to put some meat on his bones.
They're going to do that. You know, y'all ain't gonna do that.
He has
So
to, because I mean he's athletic, definitely. Excuse me, has crazy jumping ability, has a nice wingspan, but is he big enough to deal with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand when you go from, even let's say you go from high school football to college football, it's a totally different sport, even though it's
yeah.
the same damn sport. You got guys that are 3 times stronger than you, 3 times faster than you. So when you move from the college game to the NFL, it's the same thing. So they definitely got to put some meat on that kid's bones if he's going to do something. It'd be messed up if a defensive lineman gets run over by a running back. He's big, but he ain't that big.
You know, I just wish people be patient with the picks. You know, first round picks, you know, they are your luxury picks, but you win in the draft on day 2 and day 3. Find them gems. That's when most
Yep.
offensive and defensive linemen get drafted. They get drafted in the second, third round.
Unless you're lights out. Unless you're somebody that they every, and during your games in college, your name is mentioned more than once. You're causing plays that are affecting games. Then you get drafted in the top 20. But if not, you're right. You find all your role players, but good role players in the second, the third, the fourth.
Yep. Tell people don't get caught up in the first round, because the draft is not over in the first round. So maybe the second and third round is where it's at. But we're gonna talk more about the draft probably next week when it's complete. But we're gonna talk about these crazy NBA playoffs. Milwaukee's gone. I mean,
what does that do for him? You know what I'm saying? Could he still be MVP?
No.
If his team gets bounced out in the first round like that?
That hurts. Because Jokic and Embiid already in the second round.
Yep.
That hurts. And he got hurt. We know he got hurt. And that would have been a different series if he wasn't hurt and he was 100%. But you got to give it up to the Heat. Nobody gave the Heat a damn chance. I know I did. Shit, I had Milwaukee when you told me to do an early thing. I had them in the finals. Losing to the Suns, of course, but I'm like, I didn't know they would get locked up like that. That
Jimmy Buckets.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler has to be. People have to start putting respect on Jimmy's name.
Yeah, but honestly, I didn't hear his name that much during the season. But in the last week, I've heard his name multiple times. He showed up when he needed to show up.
Yeah, can't get mad at that. I'm like, Jimmy Butler played like Jimmy Butler. We've seen this before. So if you're Knicks, we got a Heat Knicks rivalry. The old league Knicks and Heat. Your Knicks better watch out, man. Congratulations to your Knicks too. Well, I had a feeling y'all was gonna win that series because Cleveland is too young.
I think that with the Knicks, like I said, they're a superstar away from actually making some noise.
But it's weird, y'all hosting. Y'all have the home field, the home court advantage right now.
I mean, you got to shut down Butler. You know what I'm saying? Or you let Butler get his points and shut everybody else down.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing that you could do.
Well, Butler is the man that makes this engine go. So if he starts going off, I don't know how good, how deep y'all ought to stop him.
I mean, it's good that we have a defensive-minded coach, and hopefully he has the right scheme to handle the situation. I mean, do I think we're going to win the championship? No. Like, I'm being realistic. You know what I'm saying? But they could make some noise. I don't see
Y'all can at
why
least
not.
y'all could make the conference finals. Like, it's not out the realm of y'all winning this series and making the conference finals.
That's what there's these are the semis.
Mm-hmm. Then the next one is the conference. Y'all could easily make the conference final if y'all lock up Jimmy Buckets. And then the Knicks in the finals versus, man, I don't know. It's not out the realm that y'all play good defense, bro. The only thing that hurts y'all lost Julius Randle.
I mean, depending how long he's going to be out.
I mean, but I'm just saying, it's not out the realm of y'all making a run. Because the East is wide open now.
Yeah, because the beast is gone.
Yeah, the Beast got slayed.
Yeah.
Like, hey, he got slayed.
And the West is just crazy.
What's going on, Pops?
What's up, Pops? The West is crazy.
Yeah. And LeBron, I'm like this, all you Lakers fans. Y'all better close this game out tonight. Because if y'all don't close this game out tonight, y'all losing in Memphis. And let's see. Denver did what they had to do. Denver had to do what they had to do. Then you had Phoenix took care of business. And the Kings are just too young. The Kings might win this game. They're too young.
They're winning, right?
I think so, but they are too young, and they're making too many young mistakes you can't make against the Warriors. They're winning right now, but you can't make those mistakes with the Warriors.
No, because they could go on I was watching them the beginning of this series, and when them guys go on a run, you can't stop them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if they played the mid-range game, I think Golden State would be more dangerous than them always trying to hit those crazy ass 3-pointers. Because a lot of these teams can't take Kevin Durant off the dribble. He's too smooth. He's definitely too smooth.
I tell you, it's just one of those things, man. It's just thinking about the West. The West is just, it's bad. It's bad too. You just know that it's messed up that Denver and Phoenix have to play each other. That might be the your champion.
Denver or Phoenix.
Yeah, the winner of that series might be the champ.
Yeah,
because think about it. Let's say LA win and Golden State win. Golden State or LA is not beating Denver or or Phoenix.
But who's gonna win that series if it does go Lakers Golden State?
Golden State.
Yeah, I
The
think
Lakers
so
are too
too.
damn inconsistent. The thing is, you have LeBron that go off one game, but AD don't. Then AD goes off, and then LeBron doesn't. And you need both of them firing off at the same time. So see, Golden State, how they won the last game, they had like 4 people with over 20 points. We know. Think about it. We know that Golden State gonna score points.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So what I can tell you is we know they're gonna score points, but I'm like this: can you make them, invaluable? Can you make them work on the defensive end? It's the biggest problem. If you can't make them work on the defensive end, it won't matter. They're gonna blow you out the building. But see what the Kings are doing. Golden State got to work on that defensive end because they're giving them buckets. You got to give them buckets.
Yep.
And if the Lakers was to play Golden State might sweep the Lakers. I'm serious.
Think so?
They might get one. I think they might get one. They might. A gentleman's sweep.
That shit wouldn't have happened in Mike's age. He wouldn't have gotten swept.
But if the Grizzlies win, I think the Grizzlies can beat Golden State because they're deep.
Yeah, but they don't shoot good.
That's the thing. The Grizzlies can, but they can defend. And they can rebound better than. But I don't even think the Grizzlies beat Golden State. So I think it's going to be Golden State versus the one of Denver Phoenix, which I think is going to be Phoenix. And then Phoenix is going to blitz Golden State out the building.
KD's going to want to show them that it was him the reason why they won those championships. It wasn't Steph.
Man, nobody on Golden State can check KD. They're going to have trouble with Devin Booker. The only problem I have with the Suns is DeAndre Ayton. Which DeAndre Ayton am I getting? Am I getting soft DeAndre Ayton, or am I getting a DeAndre Ayton that's going to be motivated?
True. And he ain't been looking too motivated lately.
And that's the only problem. So when they need to go in a draft or free agency, they need to get centers. Look at centers. Get the best rebounding center they can. That's all they're missing. It's just the NBA. The NBA, they have a lot of stuff with the NBA. And this is what they wanted. That's why they do the play-in tournament. First time a play-in tournament got people won. So imagine if they expanded it a little bit more. You will never know what the hell you get. But I know you can't expand it a little bit more because then you're rewarding sucky teams for getting in. But
listen, the way it's been recently, you add games, they sit more.
Yeah.
Oh, there's too many games for us to play back to back and blase.
My thing, just cut the regular season games from 82 to 72, and just have a full play-in playoff, because that one game stuff, man, that would the Heat be in there if they had to play the Bulls over and over? They had to play the Bulls 3 times at least. I mean, you never know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
But
because
they made the best. They made the best of their situation. I love the Heat for that. They made the best of their situation. All you need to do is a ticket to the dance.
and they dancing right now.
Oh, they dancing. They knocked the number 1 seed off. I think the number 1 overall seed. I think they had the best record in the league. So I'm like, they dancing right now. They're having fun. They're kicking. They playing with house money. We wasn't supposed to be in here. That makes the Heat dangerous. So if
Yeah,
I'm your Knicks, I'm punching them in the mouth early.
you
Because
got to.
the more you let Jimmy Butler and them hang around, the more confidence they get. That's the same. This reminded me of the bubble. Remember when Jimmy went ham in the bubble?
Yep.
That's what this reminded me of. And you can't stop that Jimmy.
Oh, hopefully we can stop that, Jimmy.
Well, I like Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson that was a steal.
Everybody laughed at that pick. Like, why would
Not
you
me.
go after him?
Not me.
But he can score.
I wanted Jalen Brunson to come to my Pistons. I wanted that so bad because that dude, he carried Dallas in the playoffs last year. A lot of people gonna say Luka and all that. But I say you look at those tough buckets. Jalen Brunson was getting those tough buckets.
So the fact that Jalen Brunson isn't on Dallas is probably the reason why they didn't make it to the playoffs this year.
Yes, because Kyrie Irving was a downgrade. That's what this is looking like. He was a downgrade.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you because you would have thought Kyrie, he is a nice shooter. I'm not knocking his shot, but what did they do together? Nothing. I don't
Nothing.
think Kyrie Irving is a team player.
I think he only can play with LeBron.
No,
Let's
and that's
be
what they're
honest.
working on. They're working on finding a way to have him come over to LA.
LeBron, and that's going to be a clusterfuck. Let him go to LA, and he going to see. He going to see.
Holy shit.
Well, they going to see. LeBron ain't going to want to deal with that. Because you don't know what Kyrie Irving you getting. You don't know.
Your team is six picks away from having a pick.
I know. I'm keeping the track. I'm looking at the draft tracker.
Look
The
at that,
Eagles
Philly.
got 2.
Yeah,
Got 2 in
back
a
to
row.
back. Them Eagles were strong last year. Can you imagine what if they pick up a couple of more good players? How their team is going to be?
I'm hoping that kid from Northwestern fall to us and we get 2 fire ass DNs. To just fucking keep going all defensive draft. Because I didn't know he was still on the board. That kid there is super fast from Northwestern.
Yeah.
But I know Philly. That's what Philly gonna pick. Philly gonna get him.
I don't think we got a third round pick.
Nah, y'all don't have a third. This shit don't look like it. I think y'all done for the night. And we done after that pick. Unless we trade back into third round. What's going on, Doc?
What's up, Doc? Late like always. Even
Well,
said
give
hello
him a
late.
pass. He was sick.
Man.
We're gonna give him a pass. He was sick.
Yeah, I don't pick again until 112th in the 4th round. You guys pick 115th. You're not done for the night. I mean, done for tonight.
We're done
But
for the night.
you got a pick tomorrow.
We got a pick tomorrow. And we got a couple picks tomorrow. We got a couple 7-rounders, 5th rounder. We don't have a 6th-rounder.
So far between the first 2 rounds, you're pretty much sticking with the same teams that you said from yesterday.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything spectacular yet either.
Not like the Jets need anybody else. Man, what's up with y'all picking that kid that's over 160 something pounds, man?
Who?
Talk about Anthony and his Commanders.
Well, they got to keep it they got to keep it 100.
Oh, they didn't pick anybody from Georgia. The Eagles picked somebody from Alabama and somebody from Illinois. Illinois' secondary must have been a beast this year. That's the third person from their secondary.
No, we in the fourth, right? No, the third.
I'm just saying.
I mean, listen, offensive linemen, they're not a dime a dozen. To get a good offensive lineman, this guy looks like he's got some, he could be projected.
Yeah.
Who else did they? I'm trying to see who else the Eagles picked. Oh, Sidney Brown. See, that's what kind of gets me mad. We need a safety. We should have fucking drafted a safety.
Yeah. I need to know where these Jets fans come from since they got Rodgers. They've been popping out everywhere. Well, I ain't gonna say the Jets fans, they are pretty damn loyal. They sat through the Ken O'Brien days. If you watch the draft, there's a lot of Jets fans.
Yeah.
Now they probably got more Jets fans now that they got Rodgers, but there's always been Jets fans.
I bet you a lot of the new fans were Green Bay fans, but they were more Rodgers fans. And now that he's the quarterback of the Jets, they all started going to get their green jerseys and shit.
But you knew this was going to happen with Rodgers. You're gonna get those. Sean Payton finally made a pick. He picked Drew Sanders from Arkansas.
So they must think they have offensively what they need for Russ to do better than Geno.
They actually do. Just Russ suck ass. So there's the Lions on the clock right now. Then the Rams, the Raiders, then the Saints. I can't even get you can't even get mad at how this draft is falling. It's a lot of solid picks. This is a deep draft.
It's mixed.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? It's mixed because there's not a lot of, what do you call it? Let's say it's not wide receiver heavy. It's not running back heavy. There's all different types of players that you could pick up in this draft.
It's pretty like even. It's an even draft. I'll give you that. So the pick is in for Detroit. And, I'm just trying to see what my Saints going to do. Give y'all a live reaction.
I quit this shit.
I'm not going to do like nasty, Nasty, your quarterback is Will Levis.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Talked all that shit yesterday, and Karma said, "Hold up, I got something for you, Nasty. Here's
He
Will."
forgot. Look, Nasty forgot. His team needed a quarterback. And they traded back to get him. They traded up to get him.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, when did they pick in the first round?
Who? Nasty.
Tennessee.
Nasty's team. They picked the 11th, and they got Peter Skoransky.
Is that the deep offensive tackle?
Yes, that offensive tackle. One got knocked on his ass in his highlight film.
Yeah, the one that got knocked on his ass.
They traded up to get Will Levis. And here's the analysis on Will Levis. So he can throw off balance, he can flick his wrist, drive the ball vertically, he shows great touch and trajectory on deep balls. He played in 2 different pro-style systems. He's a mobile quarterback with power, vision, and speed. He has physical tools, intangible and toughness to develop into a top-tier starter, but he needs to develop his full field reads and be more consistent underneath throws. So basically, he can't throw short or intermediate. He can throw deep. And he's basically Josh Allen, a great value Josh Allen.
Wish.
This is the thing. If you go, that's what they hoping he turned into Josh Allen. That's the best case scenario.
Come on, Detroit. Dragon.
Detroit got all these damn picks and ain't picking nobody. Let me show you.
They're picking motherfuckers that ain't gonna fuck with their salary cap.
Look, they reached on Gibbs. They reached on Jack Campbell. They could have had Michael Mayer, but they went Sam Laporta from Iowa. They did get Brian Branch from Alabama. They have the most picks is Detroit.
You think the most picks, and if you sit back and you remember the last couple of weeks, they've also picked up a couple of good players that are going to make them a lot fucking stronger.
Oh, Detroit just picked up Heaton Hooker. Whoa, all right. I see you, Detroit. Jared Goff, you on the clock. Because Heaton Hooker, oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't know if I ever heard of him.
That's the quarterback from Tennessee who before he tore his ACL was going to be a Heisman Trophy candidate. He is good. He just need a year to rehab his ACL. Wow. Heaton Hooker is going to the Detroit Lions.
Damn. But Will's still going to Tennessee.
And Heaton Hooker is better than Will Levis.
There you go.
He's going to Detroit.
Had Will Levison sitting on a couch with his wife, his girlfriend, his little sister all night yesterday like a dumbass. I'd have been pissed.
He should have came back. And he'd have been gone quick today.
Them motherfuckers jumped on planes yesterday and went right back home. Fuck this. Fuck Kansas City. I'm out.
Yeah, they got themselves a good quarterback.
I wonder what the depth chart is.
Yeah, there go Hooker. Hooker is on Detroit just now. Lions draft Gibbs. His face wasn't happy. Now they about to trade Swift. That's the thing. Swift about to get traded from Detroit, and Gibbs gonna be in the Swift role because Swift keep getting hurt. They about to trade him.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't even pick up Gibbs.
Swift isn't, his body can't handle the NFL. He gets hurt.
Yeah, that's who getting Heaton Hooker. So Hooker, before we got Carr, that's who I wanted us to draft before he got hurt. But I kept telling Saints fans in the groups, we're not getting Heaton Hooker or no quarterback. You don't pay a quarterback $100 million and then you'll get another damn quarterback. And then you'll draft a quarterback. There's some people that want us to draft Will Levis for real. There's people in the Saints groups that want us to draft Will Levis or Heaton Hooker with our first round pick last night. And this is why y'all are armchair GMs. Because y'all don't know what the fuck are y'all talking about.
It won't even last the season. Believe me, I read I'm in a couple of groups for the Jets. These people don't think realistically. Like, a lot of them were like, oh, Aaron Rodgers, that's instant Super Bowl. No, it's not. If you don't have an offensive line and a defensive line, you are not going to do much. Not in this NFL. In this NFL, your offensive line has to be solid. Your defensive front has to be solid. If not, can't cover. If you're a D-back and you're covering, but there's no pass rush, that dude will run you around the field so much you ain't lasting the whole game. You next.
Oh, we next?
Yep, you next.
Oh, we next. Because they just went. Oh, they drafted somebody from Houston. Fuck. He ain't got to go far. Nathaniel Dale don't have to go far at all. He's in Houston. They're getting more weapons for CJ Stroud, look like it.
I don't know. I think the NFL, within the next 2 to 3 years, that the teams that we usually see as dominant aren't going to be as dominant.
Nah, we didn't talk about KD's lifetime deal. No, we're not next. The Raiders are next. They just picked. But
you're next. You're on the clock right now.
That's it now. I'm a little behind you.
I'm using the motherfucking website and I keep refreshing the page. That's how I'm getting my shit. Because last night, trying to watch it while you guys were watching it, Nefarious Means is always 45 to 60 seconds behind. So I kept refreshing. So every time you made you were like, oh, I refreshed the page and all of a sudden the shit would just pop up on my tracker.
Oh, they picked up Byron Young from Alabama. Another Young goes off the board from Alabama. Ain't that some shit?
That's who you guys picked?
No, that's who the Raiders picked. We on the clock now. I feel bad though for the dude Byron Young, man. They keep showing Heaton Hooker. They didn't even worry about him, man. That's fucked up.
That's usually those dudes that show up to play on Sundays because they got something to prove. Them Bama boys are good too. Their defense is always solid.
Mm-hmm.
Your pick is in. Who is it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it too. The pick is in. Ooh, got a running back. Keandre Miller. The dude. Oh, yeah. Let's get it. We got a running back because fucking Kamara is going to be suspended. That's why we got another running back. That's the kid from TCU. Yeah, so because we're gonna be without Kamara for half this season, and you don't make this pick. He's 5'11", 215. He's a big back. He's pretty fucking big. But
TCU
I
made
like
some
it.
noise this past year. Listen,
I'm not, I'm
you
not
know
knocking
that
it.
you need somebody that is going to at least give you 2 to 3 yards of carry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until you get your star back. And the kid looks like he could do it. I'm watching some of this, what do you call it?
His highlights.
Yeah, I'm watching his highlights. They have a little package on right next to his name.
He was the best running back available. So that goes my hope of getting Tajay Spears, but we went, I can't get mad.
Well, they took the best available.
I can't get mad. That's all I can say is I can't get mad. We needed that running back.
He looks like a very strong runner.
Yeah, he goes very north and south. Look like it. Just boom. He just hitting the hole and boom. I'm running. Move. Gone. They're preparing in case Kamara gets convicted. And if Kamara gets convicted, that's just the end of his career.
Pretty much. So I understand these kids. You know what I'm saying? They get a fat contract and they go do stupid shit. If I was in the NFL, I'm hanging out with people that go to church every Sunday. I'm not trying to hang out with no thug.
But what is this lifetime contract you talking about, Eric?
I don't know. I'm
From
about to
Nike?
Google. I'm about to Google that shit. Aren't you supposed to be out to dinner with your wife? Mind your business.
Yeah.
Before we call HR on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Can show up in the comments, but can't show your face.
You're talking about him on ESPN, the pick.
Yeah, it's the lifetime deal with Nike. Who cares?
Oh,
He
he's
ain't gonna
like
have.
LeBron and Jordan.
I was gonna say it's not like he gonna have his own line like Jordan did.
No.
They'll give him his little 6 or 7 sneakers. That's about it.
KD got like 10 or 12 sneakers with them already, but they ugly as shit.
Not a lot of basketball sneakers are nice looking or whatever.
That's why they keep bringing the retros back. This is why they bring the retro shoes back because. For the record, we call the like father like son pickup with Joey Porter Jr. getting picked up by Blitzbirds as family business in Pittsburgh. Yeah, that was the only right for them to do it though. It was the only right. But like Jay said, ain't you supposed to be with your wife for a birthday?
Yeah.
Don't get canceled because of us.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't got no room on my couch.
Man, look, the Saints fans are already complaining. Well, we draft a running back. Your fucking top running back is about to be out for 68 games.
Izzy is on the clock. As a matter of fact, Izzy's pick is in. I
Who
think
pick
our
is
game.
he?
I think our game one is on Sunday for the Knicks.
Damn. Yeah, it sure should be. Oh, good pick, Izzy. Jalen Hyatt. Ooh, he fast. That's gonna help Daniel Jones. Good pick. I can't get mad at it. Good pick. Good pick for the Giants.
Yo, crazy question. Cleveland didn't pick in the first round, right?
Nope.
Because I just looked down and saw the orange helmet. I was like, I don't remember seeing the orange helmet yesterday.
Yeah, well, Cleveland gave up all those picks for Deshaun Watson. That's why the Texans have all those damn picks.
When did the Giants trade up?
They must have just traded up.
They gave up 2 picks to get this pick.
Jalen Hyatt is a good wide receiver.
Especially since they didn't really have any good wide receivers on the Giants last year. Oh, next week this is gone, Mo.
What? Oh, it's gone?
Yeah, tomorrow's the event.
Oh man, tell everybody about your event.
I raised money for childhood cancer, and I did pretty good this year. I raised almost $400, and what we do is it's not like we donate our hair, we just shave it. So
Right.
that's why I grew all of this out, and that's why the top of my head looks kind of wild, but tomorrow I'm gonna look like Mo Young.
Well, I still have a beard. It's just low.
I don't know. I was gonna leave just the beard and do just the hair and just rock the beard for a little bit longer, but in the last week, this shit has been really bothering me. So I'm like, you know what? Since I do it once a year, I need to let my face breathe. So I'm just gonna shave it all off. By this time tomorrow night, I'll be bald as hell. I need one of those razors and shit. Me, because I do when I shave my head for this, I usually come home, I make sure they got everywhere, and then I grab some shaving cream and I shave my head skin bald, and then I start growing it again. But nah, they almost raised as a group for the group that we're a part of that does this with all the different mini groups that are in it. They almost raised like $45,000 or something like that. And tomorrow they'll have a DJ there, you know, people donating their time, you know, barber shops and beauticians. And then they get a bunch of people that donate food. And everything pretty much is free except if you wanted to buy, like, because they do raffles and stuff during the day to help raise more money. So they'll do raffles tomorrow and free food, some music. And I think it's from 1 to 4. And then after that, there's a party at one of the bars that is one of the big, they have the biggest team. They always raise about $20,000 every year. But that's because they have a team of like 15 people that all do it from they do it under the umbrella of the bar. So they do a lot of fundraisers at the bar throughout the year for this. Well, it should be fun. Something different. Get out of the house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Raise some money. Get a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Buy a couple of raffles. Because they do get a lot of nice things donated. They get stuff like, from the car wash. They'll get like 7 car washes. They get from all the little mom and pop shops always give up baskets full of, like the liquor store makes a basket full of all different types of liquors, shot glasses. And then depending on what they sell the tickets for, probably like $5 a ticket.
Oh man, that's what's up.
I mean, it's cool. Like I said, it's something different. You know what I'm saying? Help, the people in the community that have children that have cancer. And it also helps with the research. I think this is my 9th year, 10th year doing it.
Yeah, I'm glad you do that, bro. Like that's a great, that's a great thing you do, man. I need to let you know, appreciate that you do that for your community and stuff.
I think of it this way. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, I always was bald. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, or a fade or something like that. So why wouldn't I just do it? You know what I'm saying? It's not like I have to grow it to a specific height, length for it to be donated, like for them to help make wigs and stuff. So that's why I start usually in October. I start growing my hair back and I grow it all out. And then usually the events are in April. So I'm glad because it's been, like I said, it's been driving me nuts. And it was funny because I saw a friend of mine the other day that came up from Florida He ain't seen me in like over a year. And when he saw me, he was like, "Damn, you look like your dad." He was like, because my father always grew his beard in the wintertime, and his shit would be like puffy off his face. And ever since he said that, every time I look in the mirror, I see my dad in the mirror. And he's one of the reasons why I started the nonprofit that I have anyway, was because my father always tried to give back to the community in one way or another, whether it was with volunteering or fundraising and shit like that. So I guess I kind of like, followed suit.
Man, that's good, man. But anything else you want to shout out? 'Cause we did a lot of shoulder, yesterday. So this is a short shoulder to catch up
Yeah,
on
hold on. I
NBA.
do want to shout somebody. Do want to shout some people out. Hold on a second. Let me get to my Facebook. I want to shout out all the people that donated. Doo-doo-doo. Ah, crap.
While you look for that, I'll just do some my shout outs. Man, shout out to y'all for joining. Shout out for y'all for doing the show. I know it was a long show yesterday.
But it went kind of
That
quick.
it seemed quick, but I didn't realize it was like that long. Man. Shout out to the people who bought the gift. We still got the I Just Work Here shirts and hats, and I thank everybody who buys the merch. Merch helps me pay for StreamYard and get better equipment so it can be, a better show. I think. And also to go to these events and stuff. So, I thank y'all for donating or not donating, well, buying the merch. And thank everybody who donated to Jay's organization. And shout out to my wife. She always helped me out. So, man, yeah, that's all I have to say.
I like definitely shout you out, for coming on here. I know you tired. I'm tired. I mean, like I said, it wasn't a bad draft. It kind of went kind of quick. I was kind of surprised. I thought it was going to be like even later than that, later than what we got off. But we also didn't do any extracurriculars right after. We were like, all right, last pick. All right, I'm out.
Right.
So I wanna shout out and thank St. Baldrick's Bingo in the memory of Tracy Kelly. Tracy Kelly used to be the leader of my team. She was one of my volunteers, and last year she passed away from colon cancer. So they had a couple of money fundraising events, and they donated money to my situation. I like to thank Pamela Mason, Monica Cromwell, Louisa Woodworth, my mom, Ada LeBron, and Marin Vega for supporting me in this year's event. I appreciate it, and hopefully they will appreciate it with finding a nice cure, or at least better ways of what do you call it? Better ways of researching the situation and hopefully finding a way to stop or slow childhood cancer down.
Man, man, like I said, I appreciate what you do. Like it's a lot. You really look out for your community. That's commendable, man. So
I try. Hopefully, I could get a little bit bigger and maybe throw some more events and stuff like that. But that all comes in time, and it's hard when it's just two of us. It's me and my partner Monica. We do it all. Christmas time, me and her touch everything. You know what I'm saying? So maybe if volunteers come my way and people that want to also help the community, then I'll do more things. It's just like I said, it's a lot of work, a lot of planning.
Yeah, man. So let me tell Lala and Izzy, y'all are off vacation. Thursday will be the wrestling show, and we look like we got a lot to talk about for that. So y'all off vacation. I hope y'all enjoyed your vacation. I'm the only one don't get a vacation. So y'all are off. Y'all are back on Thursday, and then of course we're gonna be here Friday to do the sports show. And always shout out to the Tennessee Titans for drafting Will Levis.
Yay, Will! I can't wait to see him throwing that ball, nasty.
And thank you, Will Levis, for turning nasty into a St. Louis Battlehawks fan. And always fuck Brett Favre and Dave DiBiase Jr.
Oh yeah. Fuck Brett Favre. I ain't gonna be happy till I see you leaving the court with cuffs on for what you did, punk.
Yep. Ain't no legend about it.
Nope.
But, come sue me. I'll slap the shit out you.
He ain't gonna win those lawsuits. He is not going to win those lawsuits. He could sue Pat McAfee all he wants. That shit ain't working.
Nope. But man, we'll be back next Friday. I'll be back Thursday with Iz and Lala for the wrestling show. This is your host, Mo Young. You got a diabolical head of Jay. We'll see y'all later. Peace. And we out.
Peace. Have a nice weekend. Be safe.
And if you see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. See, oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my rip with the jersey. Come get me a towel. Y'all didn't know.
You fucking owners have handled Judge Gentleman retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
If we're talking echelon, it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets bit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
That's exactly what this
That's
is.
why.
And
Maybe
what I'm
that's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's gonna come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland gonna crumble.